What's going on? I don't know if you had a chance to see this guy sitting next to me over the last couple months as I've been pumping out tutorials. But we originally brought it out to teach the kids some piano when they're at home schooling through this whole COVID ordeal. And I haven't really had a good use for it other than that. It's been kind of collecting some dust, but we're ready to go here. I'm totally kidding. We're not doing that. Kills me. It's so stupid. No, the actual reason I started playing with this guy and making myself laugh was I saw people using MIDI controllers to affect different things within Unreal Engine. So I started playing with that a little bit yesterday, and I thought it'd be a good way to sort of break the monotony of some of these longer tutorials and doing the same thing. So let me show you some of the stuff. It's pretty cool. So just to give a little credit where credit is due, the channel where I figured out how to set up the MIDI device was this tutorial here from Aiden. You can see we threw him a like. He really just goes through the high level of using the plugin and sort of using some print strings to sort of get your device configured. And so we did that, which was pretty cool. Just have to close down my Ableton so we lose our sounds, because we can't have our MIDI device and another program using it at the same time. Just give you sort of a quick example of if I hit play here and then I go over to the keyboard and I'll just maybe flip the mic so you can see what or flip the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just moving this dial, and it'll actually work with any of the other buttons or dials on the MIDI controller. But if I flip back and forth on that dial, you can see that I can control the sun with some analog settings. And this is actually really, really easy to set up. Essentially, there's a plugin in here. If you search for MIDI device support, it is beta version, but my understanding is it's the only one that's sort of working. And then essentially all that you're doing is you're setting up a blueprint actor, and I don't think that you're confined to an actor blueprint. You could probably use a bunch of different things. But essentially all you're doing is you're calling this create MIDI device input controller. And then based on that, you're calling a number of different events. And so in this case, once you have the device input controller, you can call these bind event 2 on MIDI, bind event 2 on, or let's just type in MIDI. Yeah, and you can see all the different controls you have. And I'll just sort of split my screen here so you can see what I'm doing while we do this here. Go back out of this blueprint. So you can see that for each one of those controls, we just linked it up to a print string variable. But if I click a button on here, you can see the level of this is the aftertouch. If I just press it quickly, it has one level, and you can see that it sort of spits out up to like 127. If I hold it down, it just repeatedly hits 127. So you've got a little bit of sensitivity touch there that you could use. You have the individual keys on the keyboard that can act as individual buttons. So now I've just sort of expanded the amount of inputs I have into Unreal. You've got this analog, these two analog dials that you can sort of move across from value 0 to 127. And then we've got these other dials here on the right where you can just turn them and again go from 0 to 127. And then I've got some sliders here, the mixers on the keypad, again, from 0 to 127. So you know, with lighting and things like that, I could hook this up to an individual light. I could hook this up to a character to size them at different values. I mean, there's a lot of different applications for this, really with sort of, I would think, you know, live streaming or virtual production. This sort of setup would be really cool. Sure. So the other thing that I wanted to show you guys was, I heard this. And this wasn't supposed to come. Oh, I was going to say this wasn't supposed to come until June 1st, but it's June 1st. It's a new computer. So it's pretty big. Yeah, so it is a am I on the camera here? It is a Ryzen 3600X with an RTX 2060 Super. And this isn't for me. I've got a computer that sort of outperforms this thing, but I have a nephew who's 12 years old, and he's really into tech, but doesn't have a good computer. I showed him Unreal Engine and MetaHuman Creator the other day, and he's basically frying his mom's like first version Apple computer. It's not set up to handle this stuff, and he's been playing in Unreal Engine, using a bunch of the demos, trying to get the car physics and things like that to work, and it's just painful. I felt bad for him, so I got him this computer. At his age, I was lucky enough to have computers around the house all the time, and the ability to sort of play with them and do that sort of thing, and it's been good for me. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to get him that, and then I might bring him in on the channel a little bit, because he's starting from now, and it'll be kind of cool to see, how much can a 12-year-old kid pick up, and we'll kind of show you some of the stuff that he's learning and how easy Unreal Engine is to learn. But so I might unbox that computer, and we'll take a look at it together. But pretty excited that came today, and pretty excited to sort of incorporate him going forward. So look for some of that coming your way. Should be interesting. See you around.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Move your body now. Yeah. So move your body now. Whoa. Whoa. So we gon' move the crowd. We gon' work it out. Y'all know what we about. Hey. Come on, move your body now. Yeah, come on, so move your body now. Hey, come on, move your body now. We gon' work it out. Yeah, we be giving love. Hey, and we be rattling those subs. Hey, we got it knocking like the club. Hey, these obstacles we rise above. Hold up, I said we gon' bring the love. Yeah, we be rattling your subs.
Rattling the subs.
Hey, reppin' peace like a dove.
Gotta be like
yeah,
a hoo-ha.
reppin' peace like a dove.
So
Hold up,
we bringing
hold
all
up,
the love.
hold up.